Hey fam, welcome back. So today we are cooking beans stew. Yeah, I want to show you guys this particular self-made recipe, beans recipe. So to begin, I've got some beans. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to like rinse my beans. Next, after rinsing the beans, I strain out all the water. So after straining out the water in a pot, I poured in my beans. Then I added some water for our beans to cook. So the next, I've got some bell peppers, some tomatoes, and some onion and fresh pepper. Next, I've got some turkey. So this is turkey that I've already grilled turkey. I grilled it with my air fryer. So next, I've got some chopped onion. Next, I've got some palm oil. So the next thing I've got is some leftover fish. So after some time, our beans was almost ready, so I strain out the water from the beans. So after straining out the water, I rinse it with some water. You can see how fresh the water that I'm using to rinse it looks like. So the next thing I did was to pour in my tomatoes and bell pepper into my food processor, blend in my tomatoes. Then in a pan, I poured in some palm oil. So once our oil was a bit hot, I poured in my roughly blended tomato and bell pepper and fresh pepper. So next, I added one seasoning cube. So after adding the seasoning cube, then I stirred our stew. So you can see that the tomato is not well blended because I used my food processor. So the next thing I did was to pour in the fish. So after pouring in the fish, I poured in our turkey. After pouring in the turkey, then I stirred our stew again. And then I allow it to cook for some time. So after some time, you can see that our beans is here. It's without water. So I poured in our stew into our beans. So if you are not the type, if you are the type, that don't like eating beans, you can actually try out this recipe. Bet me you're gonna enjoy it when you try it, guys. I don't like eating beans, but this method should be the only way for you to cook your beans. Bet me you're going to enjoy it. So you can see, after pouring in the stew, then I stirred our stew to mix everything together. So next, I poured in our chopped onion. So after pouring in the onion, I poured in, some blended crayfish. So after pouring in the crayfish, I poured in some water. After pouring the water, then I mixed again. So after mixing this, I covered the beans to cook for some time. So after some time, you can see that our beans was halfway ready. Then I stirred again. So the next thing I did was to cover it for our beans to cook for like 10 more minutes. So after 10 more minutes, our beans is ready, or the beans is ready. Guys, look at this. It really looks deliciously prepared. Honestly, this is the only way you should cook your beans from now on. It actually tasted so delicious. You can actually try out this beans recipe because a lot of people don't like eating beans, just like my own self. But after trying this method, I found out that it was the best way for you to enjoy your beans. So after cooking, I served some on my plate. I really enjoyed this beans. You can actually try out this recipe. It tasted so yummy. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in my next one. Don't forget to like, share. God bless you as you do that. Bye for now. Bye.